Hi everyone, it's Lynn Como here, and I'd like to show you this really great idea of what you can do with scraps. Now, Laura Beacham is a consultant with Close to My Heart in Australia, and she shared this idea, and I thought I'd share it with you. It's because I know many of you have scraps from all of our scrapbooking kits and pages that we've been making, and this is something I'm going to show you on cards, but you can definitely use the same technique to do strips on a layout as well. Now, just so you know, the kinds of things that I'm using right now is out of the current catalog. So you're going to see these strips right here are from Hey Handsome. I also used Cosette. And it's just, you can pick and choose and go through your stash and see what I mean about half-inch strips. Now, acetate is what we're using right here. You can get a package of 6 sheets of 12 by 12 paper on my website at lynncomo.closetomyheart.com. And Z9963 is the number for $9.95. You're going to get 6 of these. Now, acetate, what you'll do is on one side is a film, and I'm going to show you once I start gluing to this how to pull that film off real easy. So what you'll do is take a sheet and you'll put it in your paper trimmer, slide it over to 3 inches, and you're going to cut it. So you can get 4 3 by 12s out of one sheet. All right, so you're going to cut at 3 inches. I'm sure you can do all kinds of sizes. It depends on how much you want to do, but let's just keep it simple for now. All right, so you can see I've already have this cut. And what you'll do is you're going to cut some paper. All right, you're going to have half-inch strips. You can do wider strips, smaller strips, whatever you like, but we're going to keep it at half an inch, and cut a couple of different strips of paper. So what you'll do is put them in your paper trimmer and cut them at 3. So a half by 12, you're going to get 4 strips out of each one. Remember, the acetate is 3 inches wide, so that's why we're cutting these 3 inches wide. So I have these strips right here, and I already went ahead and picked out a few. So I have this color strip, this strip. I think that's yep. And then I have a couple of these already cut. So here's what you start doing. You take your paper and you start putting it right on the acetate, okay? What I like to do is find out which side has the film on it, and it's this side. And I just use my little eraser, and it helps pull it away. So we want to do our glue on this side. So if you notice right here, I've created a pattern. I'm going back to this strip right here. So you put glue on the complete strip. And then there's a little piece left at the bottom, so it is the floral. All right, now here's the part that I always seem to forget. Once you have all of these down, now is a great time to pull that film off and throw this in the garbage. All right, once you've done that, you take your paper trimmer and you're going to cut these into strips that are half an inch wide. So go to your trimmer. And just keep cutting half-inch strips all the way down. So you'll get 6 strips out of this piece, right? Okay, I'm just going to put this on the side. Now the next thing you're going to do is take a piece of, I'm going to do white daisy. This is 5 by 3 3/4. Real simple. 5 by 3 3/4. It will get a double mat. You'll see what I mean on the card. So now what you can do is take your strip, turn it over, and add glue. I'm going to go all the way down and have it all ready to go. And then starting at one corner, right at the point, all the way to the next corner, glue that down. Turn it over, and with your scissor, follow the line of the card. going to take this one now and leaving a space. And this is how you create this really cool look. All right, that one's lined up. Take another strip. And I'm just going to glue all the way down. So see where you want to start, what's looking good to your eye. I'm going to start right there and glue this down. This is just so fun, and you can create so many pieces of strips like this. I can see just using cardstock. Now, you know we have Cardstock Carnival, but you can do this with cardstock and have a whole rainbow effect going. I'm actually going to put this right here so I don't even have to cut it on that corner. And there really isn't a right or wrong, just keep working with it. So you can see how it's coming out, right? Pretty cool. So that's what I mean. Look at your card a little bit. Try not to line up everything to be perfect because we want a little variety. Now I can take that, put that right there. Having it all, the strip already glued ahead really makes a difference. And now I can put this piece right here. Okay, so remember the white daisy is 3 3/4 by 5. So having it on the acetate and then doing it on the white, that's why the white's popping through on the back like that. You can see it. And I am going to glue this to some Carolina paper. So I've only cut this 1/8 bigger. So that would be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Then I'm using ballerina, which is 4 by 5 1/4 on this one. It just gives it that little extra pop. And then you glue this to your card. Turn that over a little bit. And you can see how pretty this looks. So you can do it as a side fold, you can do it as a top fold. This could be a beautiful Mother's Day card, add a flower, a baby, a welcome baby. It could be anything at all, birthday. So you have an idea of what to do with all of those strips, correct? So same thing with all of these. So this was Hey Handsome. Now with Hey Handsome, this is what I did. Isn't that so cool? So I used the paprika and the black. You could see all of my strips, and I love this set. This is a limited edition. You see I keep showing you ideas. It only has one thin cut, right? The hat. I mean, but look, it could be #1 mom. It could be mom, dad, all-star, bed hair day, limited edition. #1 dad. I've used adventure. Really, there's lots of things that you can do, and I wanted to show you what you can see here. I stamped all-star. So if you know somebody who's having a great game, doing really well, send them a congratulatory card, and they're an all-star. So you can see what I've done here too is I did the cap in one color and then added 2 other colors, which is super easy to do. And then I did a little circle here. So that's one idea. Here's Cosette. Look at these pretty strips, right? Want to do something for Mother's Day. I made a little boo-boo and cut a 1/4" strips, but you could use 1/4" strips as well. Just have fun with it. But look at how pretty that came out. So you can see here, I actually added the mulberry paper here, and I also did a little bit of dry embossing to give it more of a feminine look. But this could be a side fold. I could have changed the direction of the card. So let me just show you how easy that is. So I've already thin cut my cap, right? I'm going to stamp it in black. Now you can stamp whatever message you want here. Now just so you can see when you're doing this look, I'm going to put this here so you can see this. And then if you wanted to do more, you would stamp it on 2 different color papers. I'm going to show you this, but this look is on a piece of paprika. So you stamp the cap on paprika, and another color was gray. And I also did a little bit of stamping. This is background elements, and got that little color in the background with the gray ink, so it looks a little distressed. So look at your stamps and just have fun with it. Now, if you only wanted to do the brim, you can do the brim. What I suggest is if you're going to dry emboss, which I used our Damask file embossing folder, which we still have for sale, what you would do is stamp the cap, fussy cut whatever else you want in a color. So you can see I'm fussy cutting along the line. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. And then I just glue this right to the brim. Now let's say you wanted to do the frame, the cap as well. Maybe you only want to do that area. So let's just play around with that. I have no idea how it's going to come out. The line. And I'm not sure if I'm going to like the look, but we'll see. So you want that little stitching to line up. Right? The next thing you could do is you will stamp whatever it is, mom on here. You can do number 1 mom, because there is just an number 1 mom. You can do all-star, bad hair day. Once you stamp it, you will put this through the dry embossing system, crank that through, and you will get this look right here. Isn't that so cool? Well, I hope you found this really fun and a simple idea of what you can do. But remember, you can do this look for scrapbooking as well and enjoy all the possibilities while using up your scraps, right? 1/2-inch scraps. Look at the look. I mean, completely different of what you can attain with this, with all the different pieces and colors and changing it up. But what a great idea. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and that was really fun to share with you.